Guys, woods can be peaceful, can be beautiful, and there's so much potential here for absolute violence. Ha! I was here for one reason only. Punisher Part 5. Put 10 PMCs in the bin while wearing the very stylish PACA and 6B47 Ratnik helmet. That is the meat of the quest. You also need some found and raid guns, an AK-74N, an M4 Colt, and 2 PM pistols. Speaking about guns, my gun of choice for this, it's the MP-18! Nothing better than clapping a PMC with this bad boy. And this brings us to our adventure. One lone soul, PACA equipped, Ratnik helmet on, MP-18 in hand, and a crazy amount of stubbornness to get things finished. And our very first adventure started with a bang. Bill and Ted have just spawned in by Scav Hut. Bill has just made a boo-boo. Ted just saw Bill get deleted and opted not to run through the open field like a numpty. I'm in a good mood, so I'm not gonna let Bill wait too long for Ted so they can carry on with their fabulous adventures. And it looks like Ted doesn't want to be late. I got you, Ted. Oof. Well, that was a quick adventure with Bill and Ted. I hope their next adventure lasts longer. I quickly scoop up their gear and reset. I was vibing on the rocks by Deadman's place when I called Pete on the beach. Raid just started. Homie was speeding. Holy moly. I knew he had one task. Put Sturman in the bin. Checked all the usual places. He wasn't on Duffel Bag Rock, but I know the corner of White just on the hill, popular. And just by checking the local spot, Pete is history. Ah! But you know what happened next? I decided to be cheeky. I got on a barge, stood in a tree, took a shot at an M4 dude, and that M4 dude put me in the bin! Yikes. I was perched overlooking the med camp when I spotted Timmy. Not just any Timmy, Thermal Timmy, AXMC Timmy. He meant business. Problem was, I whiffed, which is bad for me. But Timmy must have just thought it was a scav. He just went on with business. And the moment he stopped to check out the scav at the med camp, the moment I became a proud owner of my very first thermal AXMC. Thanks, Timmy. Guys, if you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you sticking it out. And do us a solid. Sub, like, and comment. Believe in the silliness that is me. Because if you don't believe, I drop dead in every raid. What? Who's not believing? What are we up to? 4 PMCs in the bin? Nice. This is going a lot smoother than I thought. This next one's a quickie. I was just meandering past Spawn when I noticed Pete the Peeping Tom. That's not on. Ah! Told you it was a quickie. 5 PMCs in the bin, 5 to go. I was on the way to med camp when Sneaky Steve just shot my arm off. Holy sh... I whiffed, I panicked, but Steve backed off. Snipers in the wild can be weird. Steve had the advantage. Maybe he needed to get a shot from distance. Anyways, he buggered off. Then I heard a snap in the distance. That sounded like Steve. He's moved on. It's fine by me. Pushed down to Sawmill. See if I can get eyes on anyone else. And lo and behold, spotted this homie. He looks like a Jimmy. Carefree, running around like he owns the joint. I don't like that attitude. I'm gonna have to sort that out, guys. Give me a second. Yep, you don't know nothing, Jimmy. Anyway, I just put Jimmy down, then noticed Jack and Jill coming through the white warehouse. Again, the homies are just too carefree. Don't they know how dangerous Sawmill is? Ah, bless. They're getting the quest items. That's all right. Then Jill, doesn't she know Curiosity killed the cat? Well, you probably know how this one ends. Yep. Anyways, I did a big ol' flank. Rotated all the way to where they came around. And you know who I ran into? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. I ran into Sneaky Steve. Man, Sneaky Steve's so damn sneaky. That arm you stole sends his regards, Steve. Ha! Well, we had one more. Let me just say, the last one, Jack, I've never seen a better teammate in my life. It's been a long time since I've run into somebody hiding their mate's stuff. Good intentions, but I don't think you should do it while the culprit that shot Jill is still alive, Jack. God damn it! Anyway, that's 4 down, 1 raid. Super pumped by the end of it. Then with a twist of fate, this player scav unpumped me. Son of a... Anyways, I jumped on top of this rock, bloody surfed up it by accident, fell off, panicked, sprayed, and got put in the bin by that player scav. son of a... We will not speak about that ending anymore. On to the last one. Making my way to Sawmill. I arrived a little bit later than normal, so I'm cautious, obviously. And out of the corner of my eye, I spot James. James didn't spot me, which is good for me, because he was oblivious. And I was like, just keep still, James. I just need you to keep still, bro. And you know what? Something caught his eye. It's probably just an AI scav, but I'll take it. Thanks, James. And we're done. Well, not quite. I needed one PM pistol. And if you're ever in need of a PM pistol, I highly recommend duffel bags. They always pop up. Look, I found it. Easy. Only took a couple of raids. And with that, we got out, handed it in, and your boy is one step closer to Kappa. Let's go. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, please.